Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. EastEnders confirms special episode for George Knight's story. EastEnders will air a special episode focusing on George Knight's heritage story next week. The episode, which will air on Wednesday, February 14th, will focus solely on George's ongoing plot as he makes some huge discoveries which will change his life forever. George's parents Eddie and Gloria arrived in Walford after Christmas, where they told him the truth about how they'd adopted him as a child. The Knights explained to their son that they'd essentially bought him through a process known as baby farming, where children were illegally sold to couples. George subsequently found out that his biological parents may not have been Jamaican as he'd been led to believe, but rather African migrants who'd had to give him up. Despite all this, it became clear that George still didn't know the full story, and that Eddie and Gloria were both still hiding a secret. Upcoming scenes will see George nervously prepared to go to his parents' home for the first time in years. George and his family arrive at Eddie's award celebration, where he becomes stunned by Eddie's apparent pride in him and the way he's treated like a returning hero by his dad's mates. As the night goes on, Eddie shocks George further by making a heartfelt speech about him. George confides in Elaine that he might have misread Eddie's behavior and that maybe his dad did always love him. However, as the party winds down, Gerald, one of Eddie's friends, accidentally lets slip to George that the jury is going to love him. Confused, George presses him and Gerald explains that Eddie is facing trial for the racially motivated murder and needs George to be his character witness. George is devastated to realize that he is being totally manipulated by Eddie.